there, YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am very excited to be checking out the 6th most popular project in all of games right now. That is Silvercoin, Age of Monster Hunters. Become a monster hunter in a solo, cooperative, or competitive game, open world adventure game, and slay the ... 1 hour per player, 1 to 5 players, ages 14 plus. I see a big box, so I'm expecting a premium price already. I see there's a couple minis up here. I can't really see much back here. And I do want to mention one thing right from the offset. They actually, Bona Fide Games actually hired me on my Fiverr, which you can check out the link down below, to do a pre-Kickstarter, like overview of their video, their page. So I looked at their page before their Kickstarter launch, gave them some feedback, and so I'm excited to check this out. And actually, I was already going to check this one out because I know it had a pretty large number of people that were pre-registered to get notified the day that it launched. And that's a lot of times how I'll plan videos out in the future. And that and the fact that I saw that it was a 1 to 5 player game that played 1 hour per player, which in theory means a 5-hour game. So I was very intrigued by that. I love mega style games. Become a monster hunter. All right, it's always when you go in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. Ahoy, Robert.
I come too late to save your dying soul.
So we're getting theme. Theme and artwork. Here we go. Ooh, love that map.
For I will answer I should have left you long ago. Should have stayed right by thy side. Would change the story they will tell of me and my cursed bride. Do not falter, I will come. Do not fear the dark. Here it is inside of me.
This is really interesting. They're splicing together the actual thing you do on the game board and how it's going to work thematically by showcasing some of the artwork. I feel like I normally would think that this leaned a little too hard into the theme, but I think they're doing a really good job of mixing it in together, actually. I think it's still a little too much theme, but I don't hate it. Yeah, I think we're too much. Like, at this point, honestly, in my brain, I'm kind of like, all right, I just want to skip forward a little bit and get back to the components, the cards, the gameplay, how the game works. It's just a little, it's too much theme for me at this point. Yeah, very long indeed. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's gonna fight a monster. Got it.
Silvercoin,
Oh, he's the guy in the front.
Age of Monster Hunters,
Okay.
is an epic adventure game for 1 to 5 players. Each player will take control of a monster hunter with a unique set of abilities and asymmetrical playstyles. Those will help them in the upcoming battles or when traversing the land. Using the action selection system, optimize your journey in a competitive mode and be the one to earn the most coins. In a solo mode or side-by-side with your friends in a co-op, try to solve and beat the plethora of scenarios, each offering a different puzzle, story, and challenge with their own winning and losing conditions.
Cool.
Bid for your character, their starting location, and resources. Take on the role of a
Interesting.
time-manipulating chronomancer, or choose to play the cursed shapeshifter.
See, now this is what I'm talking. This is great. Would have loved if they started with this and then go into all that fancy lore art stuff. Yeah, agreed. Like, this is the meat and potatoes here, and it looks good.
Transforming into the very monsters she slays.
Ooh, cool.
Each character will change your gameplay, but ultimately leaving you with a plethora of options on how to win the game.
Huh.
The vast world of Atosia will provide you
Like, that last 1 minute right there, I thought that was fantastic. Like, that makes me interested in the game, just gung-ho. Way more than anything in the first 2.5, I think.
with an endlessly replayable game with over 30 unique monsters, varying in 3 levels of difficulties. Numerous locations will provide
And I love the fact that they really showcase the monsters and showcase the differences by showing down 3 cards. Just, it amazes me how much sometimes companies don't show components up close, especially cards.
will provide a different starting point for each game, and 6 Kingdoms of Atosia will offer you contracts which will push you to travel the world and search for work. To defeat those monsters, you will have to prepare. Learn the monster's strengths and weaknesses. Learn magic, gather herbs, and brew potions. Improve your character with improvement cards, while
There we
also
go.
keeping track on the constantly changing seasons, weather, and time and day cycles
Interesting.
you travel. Pledge and help us bring our dream and this game
The board is not that interesting. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. Stuff around the outside. Like, now, yeah, because that's all part of the board. I mean, the map, it's a map. But yeah, like, this, I feel like this is a nice shot right here.
into reality. Pledge now and ensure to have your name on the box or within the game itself. This epic journey is just a beginning.
So I like the fact they kind of dropped a little bit there of like, hey, here's what the pledge levels are going to be. You can get one where your name's in the box, where your name on the box, and where your name's in the game. We're a team of passionate board gamers who've been in the hobby for more than 10 years now. Nearly 5 years ago, we set our minds to create a board game of our own, and since then, spent almost every day of that time working on this project, and we cannot be more excited to launch it. We wish to make sure we give you the best customer experience we can, and that is a broad term. It starts with us always being available for you, customer support. It is so important for us to share the info about our games and give you regular monthly updates about the status of the project. Being available 24/7 and communicating is important for us. It continues with creating games that add value, that bring something new to your collection, that are multi-purpose, different game modes, games that offer important choices to be made when playing, and the most importantly, fun. That's a lot going on there. But, wow, 3 people here, it looks like, going to be doing the customer service. Awesome. Should be some good customer service there. Website. Wonder what that's about. Pretty much just, yeah, some info on the, like an infomercial for the Kickstarter. Okay. So, 1 to 4 players. So, do I want it? Yes, I do. It looks like an interesting game. Now, I'm not the target market here, I don't feel like. I am not a huge fan of Monster Hunter and that series in general, and that style game in general. Like, I'll play them and I'll enjoy them, but that's not my jam, per se. But I still feel like they did good a job, and if I were a fan of that style game, I think they would have crushed it even more there. So I do feel like if you watch that whole video, you're like, all right, yeah, I'm interested in that. 1 to 4 hours, love that. 1 to 5 players, ages 14 plus, solo, competitive, cooperative. Silver Coin Age Monster Hunter is an action selection adventure game with high replay value set in a huge open world. 48-hour early bird. Your name goes here. Oh, but after the video, do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Not 100% sure there. They do look like they have a lot of their ducks in a row. I will say that. But I need to see more. And then how much is it? Hopefully it'll be around the bush when we get to the price. 48-hour early bird. Your name goes here. You sign up early. You can be on the box. That's nice. I mean, I actually feel like that's a pretty clever idea. Because it's not one of those ones where you really feel like you missed out that much. It's not like you come to this like a weekend, you're like, damn it, I'm never going to back this if my name can't be on the box. You know, because sometimes you get like a mini, you get your cards, you get this. So I actually feel like I like that idea. And then they say exactly when it ends. That's nice. Last unlocked stretch goal, double-sided bidding board. Cool. Asymmetrical bidding options. Boy, howdy. And that right there, that little extra blurb gets me. That's what I love. Because so many companies would just put double-sided bidding board, and I'd say, what does that mean? I don't know why that's good. I don't know why that's bad. I don't know why I'm excited. But then you say, oh, asymmetrical bidding option. Well, I don't even know what the hell that means. But I love the word asymmetrical, and I love the word bidding. This is a game that I wanted the Witcher game to be. Okay. So I don't mind that quote at all, because The Witcher, massively, massively popular, obviously. The board game, if I recall correctly, was not one that I think most people... I don't think it lived up to everybody's hype, if I recall looking at it on Board Game Geek. So I feel like that's a really solid quote. I'd like to know more, but I do like that. Silver Coin offers the addicting grand adventure, almost sandbox experience with plenty of ways to play it and win it. I do like that quote as well. Clickable, great. Take me to the videos. Bid for your starting character locations and resources using your victory points. Ooh. Travel and explore the grand open world through the use of action selection system. Face different weather seasons. Got it. Why back now? Kickstarter exclusive content, exclusive add-ons, help this project come to life. Kickstarter exclusive price, help shape the game. Actively participate in developing the game content and get all stretch goals for free. Then more backers we get, the more content we can unlock through stretch goals and social goals. Exciting. I like the board. It looks functional. I like the outside more. The outside of it looks very functional, which I love. Potential expansions. The bigger the community is and better the response, the more opportunities we have to create more content for the game. Expansions, fan-created scenarios, custom monsters, and more. What's in the box? €85, 72 pounds, $85. I got all three of those currencies correct. Yes! I win a cookie. Reasonably priced for what I'm expecting to be a huge box. That being said, I'm really weird when it comes to boxes. This box definitely looks different from the front box on the main image. Yeah, this one looks to more like a wider box, and then this one looks like a bigger, I don't know. But either way, it looks like a Quad Heroes size box, one of those really big, thick, square boxes. And I'd say about the average price of those is $80 to $90, so I don't have any issues with that price right now. Components, we got 90 centimeters, 35 inches, so that is nearly 3 feet. That's nearly a yard of board. Woo! Love it. Love it. Look at the outside, the details. I do. I kind of, I get... All right, game board. You got the 5 minis. We converted the inches and the millimeters. Beautiful. Rule booklet. Hopefully I can click on that somewhere. Scenario book. Hopefully I can also click on that, or at least know how many pages that's going to be. Or roundabout. Player boards, mission boards, auction boards, mission refill. We hit the stretch goal, right? The 35,000. So I might come in here and I might Kickstarter, do the thing where it's like Kickstarter upgrade, asymmetric auction, double-sided auction boards, or something like that. 5 character boards, 20 magic cards, 50 improvement cards, the flow cards. I'd like to see these zoomed in a little bit. Monster level 1 cards. They did zoom in these though, which I do like. Okay. Monster level 2 cards, each different, unique, like it. 8 journey cards, 9 mark. Yeah, so this stuff. So you're getting a lot of stuff here. 128, 136, 226, 238, 300. So we're looking at probably around 500 plus cards. Woo! Woo! I would mention that somewhere too. I think if you got that many cards, whew, that's a great one to mention. I would find out exactly how many cards that is. Because, 120, 130. Yeah, and I would mention that. Player aid sheet, player screens. And then that's another way that you could also potentially, spotlight, hey, we got Kickstarter stuff. Because then you could be like, Kickstarter, now it's 516 or whatever it is. Chaos tokens, mission tokens, things. $85, I feel like that's very reasonable for the amount of things that I'm getting here. Pledges. Kickstarter exclusive, all unlocked stretch goals, the surprise gift moon and the surprise gift dawn. That's right. This was the one this was so interesting. I want to know everyone's thoughts on this. So I remember when I was doing the Fiverr for this, they had this, and I was like, okay, so it's going to be a surprise gift that you get when it's funded, and then a surprise gift that you get when it comes to you. And I thought that was really interesting. The deluxe collectors all in. Okay, I feel like this was a bit sprung on me. Trinity expansion, the coins, all unlocked stretch goals, the silver coin, Trinity expansion, deluxe playmat, metal coins, dice tray. So we got the Trinity expansion, 3 unique scenarios. I'd like to know all the components on that one. What is it? Is it just cards? Is it I feel like I need to know more. I like everything about this except first creation status. No way are they making their timeline. Not with shipping delays and shutdowns as they are. What's the timeline here? November 2023. Oh, that's next year. Okay. I thought that was November 2022. I don't I mean, it's more than a year out. I don't feel like that's crazy, but then again, I'm not up to date. I don't know if the manufacturers are currently backlogged or not backlogged. But yeah, that doesn't seem that unreasonable to me. November 2023. Now, if it didn't come out until, mid 2024, would that surprise me at all? No, because it's a big box. And it's a first time company doing a big box, doing an expansion, doing coins, doing a coin pouch, doing a dice tray, doing playmats. They're taking out a big bite here. 25% discount on that. Deluxe playmat, metal coins, dice tray, 48-hour early bird. I feel like we've seen that a couple times. Surprise gift moon revealed at the end of the campaign. Surprise gift dawn revealed. So that one's so interesting to me. Let me know what you think about that idea right there. It's just like, hey, we're going to give you 2 mystery presents. What are they? We're not going to give you any hint at all. It's just, it's a thing. Kickstarter, but that's exclusive to Kickstarter backers. That's an interesting way that they're like, hey, this is why you need to back it on Kickstarter and not later. Not that I really got that vibe with this particular game, like I'll just get it at retail vibe. So we have the Shenanigan, which is 50 event cards, 5 scenario tokens, and 1 scenario book, which as a gamer, I mean, I want that now. So that, in theory, should be the most popular pledge level. But the one thing I'm not a particularly big fan of here, and I mentioned this to them as well, but I mean, it's obviously a your mileage may vary kind of thing. I'm not the big fan of combining gameplay with the expansion along with premium things. Like, I don't want the dice tray. I mean, the coins are nice, but like, whatever. Combining all this with that. Now, granted, the add-on is pretty clean and clear right here. But yeah. Actually, scrap that. Price seems about on par. This price seems a bit too low. Would expect it to start at $99. I thought there were going to be more minis. Yeah, so it's only 5 minis. But, I mean, there's tons of other stuff, it looked like. Because I felt like they did a great job of showcasing their components. Long, sexy scrolling shot. Aside from the cards, zoom in on maybe a little. New level 3 monsters, new monster. Blood Gorehorn. Cool. Double-sided bidding board. Like to know more about that. Hopefully it's in an update or something. New event cards. 2 new event cards added to each scenario. How many scenarios are there again? I'd like to know. Because that's great. That could potentially be what? Is there 7 scenarios? That's 14 cards. That's a heck of a stretch goal. Social goals. We will create an additional scenario together with the community if we reach 500 follows and 250 likes on Board Game Geek. Awesome. Bam. Love it. Do I have to subscribe? It's a bridge too far. Community-made scenario. Music pack. Backers receive silver coin at Age of Monsters. Cool. So they're trying to get people to their Facebook, and they're trying to get people to Board Game Geek. I like both of those. This one is good for long-term health of their company. If you sign up for their Facebook thing, and then the next time they come up with the game, maybe you're much more likely to back it, imagine, if you see them. And then this one as well, trying to get on the hotness. Love that idea. Gameplay. Auction phase. Put your victory... Oh, so now we're getting into the actual gameplay itself. Now, have we had a gameplay video? I know there were videos up there, but it didn't actually tell me what style video. We'll come back to that. Preparation phase. So this is the stuff. Solo and co-op experience. 10 different scenarios within the base game. So that's 20 cards right there. Wow. That makes that stretch goal sound so much more impressive in my mind. 20 cards. Each offer unique gameplay and mechanics as well as its own winning and losing conditions. Welcome to Silvercoin, Age of Monster Hunters. Characters. There's the people. There's the stuff. Here we go. How to play. How to play Silvercoin Age. Setup. There's the rules.
You will decide.
50-minute video. Great. This is what I want to lead with.
For
If I watch this, I can most likely figure out if this is a game that I want to spend, $80 to $150 on right there. So, awesome. Love leading with that. Playthrough. English playthrough coming on the 25th of July. That kind of stinks right there that it's not their launch day. I feel like that's one where you might want it up. But you got one... Wait, is this... Oh, that's, it's German, I think, or a different language. Okay, but they at least they're addressing it. They're saying, hey, it's going to be here. So I do like that, at least. No vids up top that I saw. Thank you, Sean. Reviews and previews. Silvercoin is a big and epic game that takes the players on a journey that they won't forget anytime soon. The game offers the players so many possibilities and have something for the solo and co-op players, but also for the competitive ones. Okay, I like that quote. It tells me a lot there. And I also, they've hammered this point home, and I love this point. Numerous paths to victory, numerous ways to win, and that's what I want out of an open world style sandbox-y game, like I'm getting the vibe from here. The prototype of Silver Coin Age of Monster Hunters already looks very promising with good art and a big world to explore. We can't wait to see what the full game has to offer once it's finished. Yeah. Lose yourself in the vast and vivid world of Atoja. Enjoy streamlined gameplay, experience compelling adventures, and make meaningful decisions. Silver Coin Age of Monster Hunter impresses with extremely intelligently linked game phases, which together with the artwork and theme create an incredibly captivating work of art. Extremely intelligently linked game phases. That's an interesting one. All right. The cooperative mode gave me a feeling of roaming the land and killing monsters as part of a group of witchers. Consultations and supports are important to survive in this harsh world. I also love the modularity of the game world and in the cooperative scenarios. Okay. So we got lots of videos here, a big game, and so we got a review, impressions, what's it about. So lots of content down here. And I do like what they did there. They just kind of dumped a bunch of videos here, but they led with some quotes. They had some quotes here and there. Rule booklet, here we go. Scenario booklet, all right. Ooh, this is fancy. Look at this. This looks really nice. That's like the nicest looking thing I've seen in a while. Woo! Holy guacamole, this is hot. Oh my. I'm living in the future. It even makes the noises. It's the little things in life. This is how I want to read my rule booklets. Woo! 36 pages, component list. We got the setup, game board and details, game setup. Everything's numeric. Tabletopia setup. That's an interesting one. Wow. Okay. Lots of stuff there. Lots of pictures, illustrations, example, though, which I do like to see. So that's available. Great. Tabletopia, we're big believers in trying before we buy. Competitive co-op, so try it. Great. Backer kit. Timeline. So campaign ends in August. Pledge manager, started manufacturing. Yeah, I don't feel like November 2023 is that crazy. Custom friendly. I mean, if it was November 2022, then yeah, that'd be a completely different story. Or February, but it's a whole year. 15 months. UK, France, Germany. So USA, $21. So I'm looking, and then the all-in pledge. So let's go over here and check. So 100 people took the base pledge, and then this is the one they want people to take. 232. So good. So good. Because that's typically the way that it normally is going to be, is that your big pledge that has all the stuff is the one that's going to be the most popular, and 2 to 1, nice. Okay. So it's 147, man, 87 plus 21, so I'm looking at a 108. Okay. And here's the thing. You might say, yeah, it seems like you can probably get that cheaper after the fact at retail, but this doesn't feel like one of those games where it's going to be, like, readily available at retail. It's not like, yeah, I'll just pop on Amazon and get a copy of Silver Coin. Now, if this hits, hundreds of thousands of dollars, completely different story. Playtesters, this, that, the other. Okay. Check out the FAQ, the updates, comments. Oh, it's organized like Reload from Colossal Games. I love it. Shipping, down here. Storage. Will the sleeves fit into the core box insert? We'll do our best, but can't promise. Does the Trinity fit in there? Yes, it will fit in the core box. Oh, that's awesome. I'd mentioned that. Spot on FAQs. Yeah, great. What are the size of the car? Okay. Check out the update. Dead Throne, 2nd edition. Oh, look, they changed a lot on their main image. It looks like their old main image. 500 plus cards. Woo. There's a lot of really good looking games on Kickstarter right now. Like, this is gonna be the 3rd good grade I've given this in like the last 3 things, I think. That's so awesome. We were fun in an hour. Thank you. Silver Coin Age of Monsters is fun, and you did it. Your commitment is amazing. Thank you so much for your support. We honestly didn't expect it. The whole Silver Team Coin can thank you enough. Stretch goals. We have exceeded the funding goal. We definitely add more stuff to the game. 48-hour early bird. We would be very grateful if you inform your friends about the campaign. So what will the early bird reward for this project? It will be a sentimental value for us and hopefully for you as well. Well done, and they're responding to everything here. I would ask a question. November puts on the heels of holiday shipping, and missing that deadline sandwiches it between Chinese New Year's. It looks ready to roll, but then Blacklist Games felt the same. I'll risk it, I guess. Ahoy there, noob party. I mean, the bottom line is, I never take that at face value. Like, I'm to the point now where they're just arbitrary dates. When it's like, I just look at the year pretty much now. That's the year you're planning on it getting out? I could buy that. One thing I would love to see, alternate mini sculpts, since there are only 5, would do 3 sculpts of each in different poses and more so different ways to paint them. Now, I wonder how much that would cost, though. Like, that'd be a big one, but yeah, that'd be great. Blacklist Games has their own issues of mismanagement and incompetence. We realized along the way we've had a wrong stretch goal image uploaded in a couple of minutes. That one indicated that double bidding boards were Kickstarter exclusive. I just want to confirm that we have fixed the image, since double bidding boards are in fact not Kickstarter exclusive. Yeah, I imagine that's something they want now in the game. It would be hard to have them as such, since we would need to produce them twice, once for retailers, once for Kickstarter backers. We're number 1. Congratulations, only 2 hours of claim tops on the Kicktracks hot list. Great. Good stuff. Love the game, but please consider revising the art and scope of the mercenary to avoid the tired boob armor trope. I will say, I did definitely notice the boob armor, especially when it was like you move the piece to the spot and it was just like, boom, popping those popping the tatas out. And she's like actually in the picture just like studying a book. And it was just like, okay, but whatever. It's been shown many times that such form-fitting boob-separating plate armors would be impractical and result in injury in the sternum. In addition to simply a plate armor. Let's see how this goes. I want to see how they respond to this. I don't know how I would respond to this. You make valid points. I just hope the comment section doesn't end up like the Witchers, or I'm gone. It's 1 mini. I really don't care what they look like as long as I don't get off on minis or artwork. Hey, Nicholas, thank you for suggesting, especially for supporting the game. Regards to your suggestion, I totally understand it as one of the things we were keeping in mind when creating the art and her lore. The mindset behind the art was basically that we wanted to emphasize that the person behind the armor plate, in fact, is a female, but we absolutely wanted to avoid sexualization in any way or form. So we did not want either cleavage nor other forms of similar representations. We will definitely take a look at it again, and we can see to fit to reshape her armor in a more natural way. Thanks again for the comment. Okay. Okay. I love Kickstarter. Anywho. But I feel like they responded to that really well. I feel like they handled that well. I see them in here doing the customer service. It looks good. Looks good. Looks poppin'. Overall, I'm leaning towards a solid grade here. Do I want it? Yes. Felt like we made it just a little bit here. I felt like it was good, and then it got too long, but then we got to just BAM! Everything on the board and the auctions and the... it's... I don't... I mean, it's obviously your mileage may vary kind of thing, but I don't feel like it's that overly sexualized. She just looks... I mean, she looks like she has breasts. I mean... But then that's obviously a your mileage may vary kind of thing. Let's go look at the community. United States 153, 74 Germany, so it is. But wow, Slovenia going hard. That means that that's probably where they're from potentially. Yeah, that makes sense. Awesome. Getting some love, getting some support. Anywho, final grade for Silver Coin Age of Monster Hunters. Do I want it? Yes, I felt like the video. I sat through the whole thing and I was like, yeah, I want this. And I'm not even the target market once again. I felt like they did a good job conveying the solo, the cooperative, the competitive. Can you do it? That one, first time creators, but it looks like they have a lot of their ducks in a row. They got this out to lots of content creators. They reached out to me before to look at their Kickstarter. It looks like they know the industry standard. First created, but they had like 50 something, so they clearly have been on Kickstarter before, round the block a couple times, at least on Kickstarter. So can you do it? I'm going to give them a pass there. It looks okay. I don't feel 100%, obviously, whenever a new company says we're going to do this massive, massive game, but I feel like it's probably going to happen. How much is it? I don't feel like it's a great price. I don't feel like it's a bad price. I feel like it's a Kickstarter price. And for a Kickstarter first edition of a game like this that might... Quite frankly, never get a second edition. I hate to say that, but it happens to a lot of games because putting together a second edition is a lot of work. Take it from someone who's done a first edition of a game but never got to the second edition. So yeah, I feel like overall, I felt like this was a really solid Kickstarter project. Sean's going B+. That's around about where I think I am. Where was the shipping? Did we talk shipping? We did. We had the shipping section. It had both the pledge levels there. Yeah, I think I'm going to B+ as well. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Silver Coin Age of Monster Hunters. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers to celebrate my 10-year anniversary and making YouTube content. Bam, what in the world? I wonder, did I disconnect? That's weird. Bye-bye.